From KGW, where the news comes first, this is Northwest News Channel 8 at 5.
Yes! Doesn't get any better.
Forget fall, it's winter on the mountain, and not too soon for these folks. Hello, everyone. I'm Tracy Berry.
And I'm Joe Donlin. Thanks for joining us. Our top story at 5. Fall is in the air, and so is snow, rain, and wind, too. The first cold snap of the season is causing its usual headaches for commuters and excitement for skiers. We have live team coverage of the fall storm. Dave Selesky's tracking the forecast. Stephanie Strickland on the cold rain in Portland, but we begin with Pat Doris on Mount Hood and all the snow up there, Pat.
Joe, I don't know if you can see it, but the snow is blowing sideways right now. You know, up here on Saturday, it looked like summer. Now, definitely looks more like winter. And while this stuff was not unexpected, they did not expect as much snow as they got.
This picture says it all. There is snow again at Timberline Lodge on Mount Hood, enough to break out the snow removal equipment. The snow arrived early this year, and even if it's temporary, snow lovers are positively giddy. Carol Summers could not hold back.
Doesn't get any better.
Alex Dardinsky is one of many forced to dig snow from around his car. He's visiting Timberline from Boston and is thrilled to see the snow.
I'm glad to see that it snowed at Mount Hood. It's like what I came to see. Definitely glad to be here for the first snowfall of the year.
Down on Highway 26, drivers dealt with some slush on the roadway, but for the most part did fine.
Great so far. We're going further east, so I don't know.
Up at Timberline, a spokesman reminds all of us to take it easy over the mountain passes.
Yeah, the roads are a little slick, and the first one tends to catch people by surprise. So we should remind people that it's time to be prepared for winter driving conditions, and it can be a little slushy, this early wet snow.
It's incredible, though, in September, for crying out loud. Measured the snow up here with John Tullis, 9 inches. Most of that fell today. They do expect it to melt before the real winter storms come to stay, but right now, a lot of folks are having fun. Back to you, Tracy.
It's amazing to see. Thank you, Pat. 1 minute, it's pouring, of course. The next, it's sunny. So what is going on with the weather? News Channel 8's Stephanie Strickland hit the streets of Portland for a look at the lighter side of all this rain. Steph?
Tracy, if you mean lighter side and you're talking about the sun, then I'm right there with you, because Mother Nature was very indecisive today. We're over here in southeast Portland. Take a look down here. This is a very familiar sight, but one we've not seen for very long. Ugh. Leaves clogging the gutters. That's sure to absolutely fill up the streets and keep people busy. Now, take a look at some of the pictures that we took earlier today, and you can see right there for yourself. 1 minute it is cloudy and gray, and then look over there, sunshine sparkling right through. People we spoke with had a good laugh at all this indecision. One Portland notable, Police Chief Mark Croker, likened the weather to another popular discussion topic, politics.
Politics is that way too. You know, one day you think it's going to be clear, and the next day it's really not exactly the way you expected it.
I like to be able to have it rain and then come back out and have it be sunny too.
Of course, when it does rain, cats and dogs come down in buckets and other assorted cliches. Do keep one thing in mind. Standing water on the roads accumulates fast. And if we've said it once, we'll say it again. Be sure to give yourself more stopping distance from the car in front of you, because it does get slick out there. We also want to tell you one final thing. Apparently, Multnomah County is telling you to stay out of the Willamette River for 48 hours after the rain finally stops. That's because there's a combined sewer overflow, which basically means that raw sewage is being pumped into the Willamette right now because the sewer system's overtaxed. So stay out of there. No jet skiing, no wakeboarding if you should be so inclined to do that in the rain. Certainly, if you catch any fish, make sure you cook it thoroughly, and do wash your hands if you touch that water. Let's toss it back to you, Joe.
Stephanie, thank you very much. And we have more on that, actually. When will this storm system move on through? Want to check in now with Dave Selesky, live at the First Alert Storm Center. Dave?
Joe, thanks very much. Things winding down as we speak as far as the big heavy rain showers moving through the area all day long. And the reason for that dramatic contrast, clouds and sunshine, a very cold and unstable air mass over all of the Pacific Northwest. Take a look at this video we have for you. This is our Northwest Skycam Wells Fargo Center this afternoon, just after lunchtime. Watch that shower just race across the metropolitan area. The camera moves. You can see it go across the area. These showers coming in out of the northwest, very cold, very unstable, and they're still out there right now. Here's a look at live first alert Doppler 8000. Live radar beam right there, just passing up over Tillamook. We're going to zoom on into the metro area. These showers have begun to taper off the past hour as temperatures are now beginning to cool, and we're beginning to see some higher pressure and drier air move into the area. But take a look. I've got a time lapse I'm going to show you of Doppler from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock this afternoon. You can see these showers intensify. They're just out to the east of McMinnville, about 2:31. Another batch of showers out there about 3 o'clock, again, just east of McMinnville. And then at about 3:41 this afternoon, right there, just to the south and west of Molalla, you can see a big thunderstorm, lots of orange and red. We had at one time dime-sized hail moving around the Mount Angel area associated with that cell you see right there, just to the south of Molalla. But things right now are tapering off and should for the rest of the evening. Tracy, back to you.
Thank you, Dave. We'll see you a little bit later on. A labor fight shuts down ports up and down the West Coast, and the costs are adding up quickly. News Channel 8 and Portland Business Journal reporter Joe Smith is live tonight in Sky 8 with more. Joe?
Well, Tracy, talks resumed late this afternoon, very late this afternoon, between the Longshoremen and the Pacific Maritime Association to try to hammer out an agreement. But as you can see live from Sky 8, nothing, because of this lockout, is moving in or out of the docks along the Columbia River. Tension is strong.